So these petri dishes were inoculated like 3 weeks ago, I believe, or 2.5 weeks ago. It's Monday today, so last Friday. And as per usual, most of them failed, but I do have a few good ones that are incubating inside this kind of temperature set incubator. So let's take a look at some of the ones that I've messed up. These are pre-sterilized dishes, so that means that it definitely was due to either not completely sterilized equipment or not sterile technique. So you can kind of see that there's a couple types of stuff going on here. You have these, I think this is Trichoderma, the green mold. Pretty sure that's like the most common type of mold that I deal with. You see like a very little bit of fuzzy like outline growth. I believe that is the lion's mane colonizing somewhat successfully, but I'm not even 100% sure about that. Over here we have another plate that's essentially the same thing. You have like the mold that's grown just really well. I wish that it was the mold that I was growing, because then these would all be successful. Yeah, this one's not bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the lion's mane growing out, so you have a little bit of contamination on the edge, but this one is somewhat successful. And then, yeah, same story again and again. Trichoderma. This one, there seems to be something sort of different. There's like all this growth on the outside, which is definitely not the mushroom mycelium, but it doesn't seem to be green, so that seems to be some sort of other contaminant. Yeah, so those were the ones that were clearly bad. Pretty sure this is Trichoderma. This is the glass petri dishes, which I re-sterilized. It doesn't seem to have... The glass ones do seem to have more contamination, meaning that something in my re-sterilization cycle is not quite right. And overall, these pre-sterilized petri dishes seem to be a little bit more successful, so I'm pretty sure this is like my most successful plate. I have like, you know, the pink oyster that has just grown out over the whole plate. Yeah, this one is actually, I mean, it's obviously not like pure because there's Trichoderma here and on the edges, but it was definitely colonized somewhat successfully. Hoping that when I switch from potato dextrose agar, which is what I use for this batch, to malt extract, that'll kind of help a little bit. But yeah, we'll just see as I continue to do more batches. This was the blank one that I did, and the mold spores really didn't start coming in until like later on. You can kind of see that they've come in through the side, and you can almost see that the side of the petri dish is a little bit exposed. See how this like micropore tape is not like completely sealed? It was kind of, the lip of it was kind of opened. So it makes me wonder whether the Trichoderma spores came in as I was like taking it in, taking it out, and then there's like some airflow around the petri dish which pushed the spores in, because it was pretty clean for the first like some weeks or a couple weeks. And then over here you have like the lion's mane that has grown out successfully. So yeah, overall this batch has been a lot more encouraging. I mean, clearly it's mostly contaminants, but I do have a few dishes that seem to have been or seem to be slightly more successful. So that means that I'm on the right track. And again, I did get, you know, this stainless steel workbench, and I'm going to be using malt extract. So the stainless steel malt extract formula, I placed the laminar flow hood like so that the wind is coming down this way instead of coming down this way as it was before, which is kind of like standard for laboratory setups, although this room is not exactly like sterile and, you know, with positive HEPA filtered air, positive pressure HEPA filtered air. So yeah, I think these are all encouraging signs. I don't know that I have fine-tuned everything just yet, but definitely think I'm heading in the right direction. So that's my progress update on the agar work.